Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader and in this video, let's go over Bitcoin price analysis because it's at a very critical zone. Should you buy here? Should you stay away from it? Or should you just sell it and call it a day? Or should you short it? Well, let's talk about all of that in this video. Definitely none of this is any financial advice. It's only for education purposes. Just sharing my opinion here. Please do your own thing. So we are seeing Bitcoin come down from making a high at $124,500 right up over here. And that was on 14th of August. So it's been almost 2 weeks pretty much. And Bitcoin from last 2 weeks has been going down. Now, as I say, it has been going down. It's not a pullback. Okay, there's a difference between a pullback and a downtrend. Pullback is a pullback in an uptrend. Right now, what Bitcoin is doing, it's in the downtrend. Okay, I'll go over some areas. If it has to become in an uptrend again, where is that confirmation? We'll talk about all of that as well as we continue in this video. First, I want to emphasize and highlight some very critical, important levels because it's right at that very critical area. Because it is still close to the previous all-time highs. That's still a very important zone. It's a very precise level. A lot of volume has been traded also in this zone. These were like the reactionary zones previously. And then we have had a lot of volume traded across the zone where then eventually we ended up breaking out of. Thus, it's a very critical, reactionary, important zone. All right. Now, as I said, it's not in an uptrend, though we are still at that critical level, critical zone. Now, if we lose this critical zone, we will definitely continue in the downtrend because we are in a downtrend. And until where can we come down to then? So technically 200 days moving average is where we can test it then. Definitely, I expect a first time a bounce there if we touch it. But definitely your next area of prominence would be around $100,000, which is not just a psychological level, but a lot of price action has also happened over here. Okay, and that's where the next significant levels are below as well on my tools. Now, let's say if we don't break below this 108,000 where we are right now, where is the confirmation that this thing has a room to turn back in an uptrend? All right, because you should have taken profits already long time ago on this thing when the downtrend started to happen. All right, now technically your confirmation zone on Bitcoin is not until this very area. It's an area. I'll tell you that, take it as zone priority by priority, but this is your first area of extra confirmation. Definitely, I'll give it a zone. It's a little bit of a bigger zone, but it's an important zone in a way that strength can build through this zone if it starts to capture itself here, the price action. If it starts to stabilize here, you can start to build a small position if you're looking for an uptrend bullish play, and then final confirmation will be below, technically around $112,000. That's top line area. If we can get out and above it, that can set Bitcoin again in an uptrend, but the confirmation is above $12,000 on Bitcoin for a proper confirmation of an uptrend formation again. Otherwise, no. If we even test the yellow area but fail to eventually break out above 12,000, we will still linger here. And if we lose that 110 again after regaining, if that happens, we'll be fully again in the downtrend there. Okay, so right now we are just continuing in a downtrend. There is nothing to see the confirmation, well, nothing on an uptrend, and definitely the savior on Bitcoin is only as if we can get above 12,000. Otherwise, as if we continue to lose this level below of 107,000 area, this very zone, we do have a room to test the range of $100,000. Okay, 100,000 to 105,000. Oh, sorry, 100,000 to 101,000. Okay, that's the zone with 200 days moving average and the $100,000 area, because that's where the most significance is right now, and confluence is very close to that area as well right now on Bitcoin. So that's the take on Bitcoin price action right now. Definitely, it's at a very critical zone. If it can hold it, we'll still have hope. The problem is that if we don't hold this zone where we are, that is 108 around, which is 107 to 109 technically. If we don't hold it, the problem is that if we lose this critical zone and come down below this, because it's such a critical significant zone, that this is going to become from a very right now a potential support to a very strong resistance zone, then it's a complete different ball game. Okay, even if then rebound comes, it's just gonna be a rebound then. So yeah, starting to close below 107,000 is not in your any benefit, which means we'll just continue in the downtrend, and that this zone of 107 to 109 will become a super strong resistance zone. All right. And yeah, we are not that low as talking about 100,000. Definitely, if we start to lose $100,000, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying if price action continues and starts to build in that way, but if we lose 100,000, which where will it open up its door all the way to? Well, we are then talking 91,000. So, anyways, that's not the direction, that's not where we are right now. And Bitcoin can be saved if we can hold where we are and we start to build strength above it, and eventually breaking out above from the range of like 110,000 to all the way to 112,000. 110 to 112,000, take it as a possible strength build up zone. If buyers can hold through this zone, then yeah, the breakout is possible above 12,000. That will put it back again in a proper uptrend, not just a rebound. Because from where we are all the way to 110 to 112, technically, yeah, if it continues up, technically that's just a rebound still though. Okay, 112,000 above without breaking further below is only where the proper uptrend will begin on Bitcoin. That's all I had for you guys in this video. Just wanted to share my opinion. Definitely please do what you feel like doing. And with that, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.